أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We are very happy to welcome you in this new episode of the meditation show. My name is Arnaud Al-Mahdi, and here today with us we have
Rémi Al-Mahdi.
Today the topic that we have chosen for you is thoughts. We will explore different topics, and we will see how meditation can improve our link and our relationship with thoughts. And Rémi will share with us also some knowledge about Eastern philosophy, yes, and how they relate there very strongly the relationship that they have with thoughts and sickness.
So, from Confucianist traditions, they talk about thoughts, how it's harmful, and they says occurring thoughts is sickness, and when you stop thinking is the beginning of healing. So it shows how the thoughts is one of the source of the sickness.
Yes. So meditation again comes as a remedy and a cure, and by reducing the thought activity and also improving the awareness that we have about our own thought process. So we can be more aware of the kind of thoughts we have, and this is only when we become aware and become more in control of what is happening in our mind. And how does it happen? It happens by the practice of meditation. It can happen also naturally without practice. But most of us human beings, we have been living in such a way that we lost this natural way of being aware of how it works inside, and how to be aware and loving and benevolent with everything that is around us. We have been used very much to allow a lot of thoughts, a lot of thinking that today we find normal nowadays, but actually is very harmful for our own being, but not only. It appears also in relationship, when we start judging people, when we start to have opinions, and it's a true problem.
Because this is a fake thought.
Yeah, it creates another reality. Often it creates
something is not real.
Yes, by thinking, we think about, but most of the time it's not even true. It's an imagination, it's a projection, right?
Projection of your mind.
Yes, and you were saying previously when we were speaking together, this quote about the excuses. No, can you remember this?
Yes, of course, it's very important. From the beginning of the Dawah, Imam Ahmad Hassan alayhi salam and Abba Sadiq alayhi salam, they used to remind us many often how to not judge brothers and sisters, and they advised us how to find 70 excuses before judging. It means we cannot find maybe not even 10, so it means don't judge people. And it shows also what you think about people is normally is fake. It's just your projection of your mind, what your thought comes from what you perceive from your senses.
Yes, it comes from our conditioning, our ego, nerves, that most of his purpose, our nerves and ego, is to survive individually. So he will feel attacked, he will feel rejected, he will feel all these things that is only self-concern.
Exactly. And who is the master of our thoughts? It's Iblis and Shaitans. They use our thoughts and these emotions to create something in our mind, because he created these bodies.
Yes.
He is the master of these thoughts and the mind. and emotions.
Yes, and he used to whisper
Yeah, exactly.
in our
These are
ears,
whispers.
in our chest, as you know. And meditation not only is to recover health, as they say in the Eastern philosophy, but it's a great tool, as we have already said in the first episode, against Shaitan, may Allah curse him, and its influence in our daily life and daily life towards us, others, but also in our relationship to God. Because if we are not able to distinguish what comes from Shaitan and what comes from our soul, it's difficult. It's difficult to have a white heart, pure heart, and to be like a child, innocent.
Yeah, exactly.
So we will see also in the meditation today how not to engage with the habitual thoughts and to reach this place which is somehow beyond, in the back. We use in an episode we use the image of the sky. There is clouds, there is things appearing in the sky, but there is this space from which we can perceive the thoughts, right? And the perceiving of the thoughts, really, personally, it really started when I started meditation. Before, I just believed that the thoughts I had were me. And suddenly, after a little bit of practice, I understood that I have thoughts, I am not my thoughts. And it seems simple, but it's a very important step, because we can start to ignore thoughts that actually, when you look at them, a lot of thoughts are really crazy, have nothing to do with us, really.
It brings you somewhere.
You will see when you meditate, you are here in a room, and suddenly thoughts comes about pizza or something that happened 10 years ago with someone. But who put these thoughts here, and what is the relevance of these thoughts?
It brings you a strange place you don't want it. You're wondering where I am now.
Exactly. It's like we use sometimes the image of flies. These thoughts sometimes are just like flies that distract you from the peace that is just here right now, just here inside of you, that you don't need so much to be content, to be at peace. But the thoughts will always trigger, I need that, I want this. And thoughts, it's at the very source of desire. And you will find many quotes in many different traditions about desire. Desire is the beginning of suffering.
One more time, meditation will help us to train ourselves to control these thoughts, to ignore these thoughts, have this ability, little by little, after meditation, we have this power to control, to ignore these negative thoughts. So mainly it's negative thoughts.
There is a story in the Buddhist tradition that says that a little boy is walking in a village, and he goes to an elder, and he's asking questions about wisdom and about this planet and humanity. And at some point he comes with the question, and he says, "Oh uncle, what is the thing that is the most present on this planet? What is the thing that is the most numerous? The thing that we can find the most and
The world,
in the world, in the entire world." And the uncle think a little bit, and after a while he say, "Look around you. The thing that we can find the most is grass." And at the same time, a very wise man is walking, and he hears the conversation. So, a bit curious about the answer that the elder is giving, he comes closer and he asks, "What was the question?" And the little boy says, "Oh, master, I asked uncle to tell me what it was the thing that we can find the most on this planet, in this entire world." And the master looked at the uncle and said, "And what did you say?" And the uncle say, grass, is it not right? We have so much grass everywhere, no?
You can not even count. It's so many.
It's infinite, no? Even in a small portion of field, if we try to
So
find...
what he says, this Buddhist master?
And the master says, no, it's not correct. What it is even more than that is thoughts.
Amazing. It's very clear.
It's very clear that we are completely submerged by thoughts.
Submerged, exactly, submerged.
And one thing that it is worth to be aware of is that we don't even notice.
Exact.
Most of us
I think it's normal.
It's normal, it's part of us. And that's one of the beauty of meditation, is discovering a new identity, if I can say that. Even
you can distinguish, you mean, from your true self and your fake self.
Exactly, we discover a new me or something new that it feels more true, it feels more us, and it is washed from all these thoughts. It's like that is covering our true self. And we'll find this in many traditions. Every tradition will use different words, but at the end it will be the same.
Yeah, same meaning.
This center, this soul, this natural state where you are content, at peace, quiet, still, open. We find these qualities that are described for this state. And you were speaking previously about love also, no?
Ah, yes. The love, activity of love belongs to spirit. The spirit is not your emotions. But in Arab it's nafs. The fake self.
Yes. And when we think about it, it makes sense. Because if right now you are honest with yourself and you go into your day and you relate with your family, with the people you work with, and you really pay attention not to engage with thoughts, judgment, opinions, things that happened in the past, how this person will react if you say this and if you should, all of that you put aside. Really try to relate like this, and you will discover that love is there. Love and this desire to be one, to be close, to be good with people. And often it's just thoughts that poison our mind and want us to be separated from people, to have judgment and thoughts about people, and keep this poor relationship most of us have with everybody. And this is a pity, and that's why meditation is so important for everybody.
Yes, and this state of activity of love you talk about when you are in a state of calm and stillness without affecting by emotions and thoughts. It reminds me of the teachings of all the prophets and messengers and righteous ones, peace be upon them, in the entire world. The main teaching of these people is to wish for others what you wish best for yourself, because you love. This is the meaning of love. When you wish for someone what you want for you the best.
Yes.
Like the extent of yourself is the others. There's no judgment, no discrimination, no separation, no make difference. Make all one, equal, unconditional. This is the activity of soul.
Yes, yes.
So beautiful.
Beautiful, yes. The absence of mind, actually.
Yes.
Yes. So just a few words before starting. We have spoken a lot about thoughts and all the badness of thinking. We were just wanted to also mention that thinking in itself is not evil. we'll have to think about planning, about organizing, even reflecting about something.
Meditate about something.
Yes, if you have a subject, thinking about it, reflecting, meditating is very important.
This is very positive.
We have a mind and we have to use it, but we have to use it well. What we wanted to emphasize today is that this mind, in most of us, is a bit sick and needs healing. And there is different, of course, techniques, and meditation is one of them. And that's why we are here together. So let's practice right now and start the meditation.
Last time we start some exercise, stretching, okay? And important is also this smooth breathing, very soft breathing, okay? Be aware of breathing, okay? The basic of meditation is breathing also. Don't forget breathing in a comfortable manner, very comfortable, relaxed. So we stretch, so energy circulation and blood circulation is very easy after. Yes, we forget breathing, I think. It's very important to breathe. Be aware of breathing.
Most of the time when we find ourselves in a stressed situation, our breath is stopped.
Exactly. When you are touched by emotions, affected by thoughts, blocks.
That's a reflex. And this stretching there is no specific way to do it. You can do it your own way. Here we make a simple stretching. You can also stand up and also shake your body.
Exactly.
Do something just to release your energy, your tension, and then you are more available for the meditation, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So let's start by closing our eyes. And we invite you to take 3 deep breaths, where you can really take inside all the light, the goodness that you need, and you will release tensions, nervousness, stress. You can do it 3 times. Find a place where you can feel comfortable, seated or laying down. A place where you can spend 15 minutes, 20 minutes available and aware of what is happening inside of you. If you have to change your position, it's not a problem. Just find a new position where you can find comfortable and catch up again with the guided meditation. So we settle our intention right now for this time to be here, present, and to drop everything that is concerning our past and future, just for a little while. If you have things very important to do and to think about, just put it aside and you can pick it up when it will be finished. You can feel the movement of the breath, which is occurring naturally, without any effort. You have switched your attention from your daily worries, from the external world, and you have put it inside of your body. First of all, just feel how you are right now, how your body feels. Feel the parts of your body that is touching the ground or the chair. This contact, this sensation, are just speaking about now, about here. And it's a good way to unplug the mind and to come back to the present moment. In the same way, you can hear sounds, and this through the sense of listening. It's just happening. It's happening by itself, without no effort. You can perceive different noises and sounds around you. And every time it is perceived, a sound and noise, it is now, and now again, and now again. What introduces time, it is the thoughts, it is the mind. For a little while, don't engage with any comment that can appear, and just stay with the senses. Stay with the perception of your body, the perception of the sounds around you, or the perception of the movement of the breath. Go with the one that is more appropriate for you, that works the most. The goal here is to focus your attention in the present moment and not engage with conditioning and bad habits of the mind. Discipline your attention. By this practice, you will increase the time that we are able to stay without thinking, and more easily we'll be able to perceive which is beyond the mind, this natural state, this contentment, which is here, but so often we pay attention to something else. This stillness, this calmness. Recognize it. Don't overlook it. It is here. Here we use the perception of the body, the sounds, or the perception of the breath, to get used with this concept and this experience. It's an experiential reality. Of being witness of something appearing and disappearing. Thoughts are appearing, staying, trying to catch your attention. And then they leave. But if you enter in them, then you will enter a thought process, which will lead you to a certain way of thinking until something else comes, a bit like monkeys jump from branches to branches. But here we invite you to not engage with any thoughts. At some point also you will be able just to stay in this presence, in this stillness from where you perceive thoughts. You just stay there, this place of the witness. And if what I'm speaking right now, it doesn't make really sense, just follow the exercise of bring back your attention to the movement of the breath or the body and the sounds, and slowly it will make sense. But first we have to train our attention not to engage so easily with the thoughts that are inviting us. Maybe for most of us, at the beginning, thinking is much more natural. To have thoughts is more easy than to not have thoughts. And this natural state that we described before seems more foreign to us. But trust the practice, and you will discover something different. One way to be more aware of your thoughts also is to label them. Because sometimes they are so close to us, so natural to us that we don't even notice them. So just be aware. When thoughts come, you can put it in a category. Is it from the past? Is it from the future? Is it about others? Is it about me? And like this, once it's labeled, it's more easy to disregard. Because the exercise right now is not to engage with any thoughts. Even if some thoughts looks good, looks smart, don't worry, they will come back if they are really important. But for now, just ignore them. You are not your thoughts. The commentator, the controller, the one who judges, is not you. You perceive them. You are the one that perceives thoughts, as you can perceive sounds and colors and taste and smell. Try in your day to find little pockets, even if it's 10 seconds. Close your eyes and you just pay attention to what the mind is saying. It's a great freedom to be able to perceive thoughts and not to engage with them, and to ignore negative thoughts, to ignore the whispers of Iblis, rather curse him. It's a great power. And every time you feel too much entangled in the mind and how is it, what I have to do, I don't remember, and too much thoughts and too much stress, you will always have the movement of the breath here and now to come back, to bring back your attention, or to listen to the sounds around you, or to bring back your attention inside your body. Like this, you calm down the mind. Okay, bring back your attention a last time to the movement of the breath. Here and now, take notice of the sensation of your body. Notice if there is any difference from the beginning of the session to now. And to end up this session, as usual, we'll take 3 deep breaths, bringing inside relaxation, light and goodness, and releasing all tension, frustration and stress. And slowly, slowly, when it's time for you, at your own rhythm, you can open your eyes. And as you rediscover the objects and colors and shape in front of you, do this little exercise and look around, and you will see that thoughts will appear concerning the objects that you are perceiving. Thoughts that you could not have if you are not perceiving with your eyes. Another opportunity for you to perceive thoughts, and also to perceive that they are just coming and going. And you are here, still perceiving them. Okay, for today we have reached the end of the session. We hope it has been a help for you and you could have benefited from it. And we say to you, see you next time.
See you next time.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa
Assalamu
barakatuh.
alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you.
Thank you.